everyone, Aparna here. I am back today with day 2 of painting acrylics on paper challenge. So I love doing this. I think these challenges are really helping me um, have fun using up my papers and yes, absolutely having a blast of my own. So here I'm going to today keep it very simple. I did add a lot of water. I don't know why. Maybe I just for a split second forgot it was acrylics. It was not watercolor. I don't know what just happened, but I did it. But I think it's all right. So I'm going to use blues. It's just going to be like field and sky day today for me. So I'm going to keep it simple. I'm struggling a bit with trying to focus the camera. I actually I wanted to paint on the other side of the paper, but I really couldn't do so. Like I really couldn't fix the camera and I was running out of time. So it's here it's um, Ramadan festival, Ramadan season going on, and kids, schools, and offices will be uh, closing down early, so need to prepare this everything at home. And I wanted to do the painting as soon as possible so that I can go ahead and make the arrangements at home. And I decided, it's better that I just go ahead and finish this side first till I find out how to make the other side work for me. And hopefully in that process, try and paint a little bit faster than I did last time. The first one I did, it took almost an hour, and I think that is just too much. But anyway, we will see about that. I shifted to a bigger brush, hoping sincerely that I will be able to cover a lot of portions in one go. Now as you can see here, this palette was the one I used last time, and what I did was there was a lot of colors still there, and what I decided was, instead of wasting, I used a sponge. This is just a normal sponge that we use, cleaning sponge that we use in our kitchen, and I just wet it and I put a paper on top. This is the I forgot the name, the set wet paper. I do have a set, I do have a box and a set wet. I'm pretty sure I'm screwing up the pronunciation. I can't even remember now what it was. However, it is a wet palette for acrylic paints and I have been using it. It's kind of good, but considering the weather I stay in is extremely humid and it's not very feasible to use that palette because it often catches molds, and I have faced it and I don't really like it, and it's difficult. It's really difficult to make it work. However, for short term projects, and if I want to just keep the palette open, then it's fine. It stays wet for a longer time. But if I cover it, I've realized that, and I'm realizing here I didn't get the color. I keep getting purple. um, what was I saying? Yeah, what I was saying was that I keep getting molds on it. So I've realized that if I keep the palette open, then it kind of works. It works well, and at least the color stays wet for a couple of more days, if not a week or so, and it's fine. It's absolutely fine with me. It works. So I've just realized while working with the colors that you just need to make sure that you don't use too much of colors. Don't just pour out the tube. Just don't squeeze out the tube a lot. That's about it. And it works. So I decided I'm going to do something like that, homemade really. And so I put that sponge, I put that paper, and I just let it open and keep it there. And believe me, it is working fine. I sprayed a little bit of water before going to bed, and in the morning, just before I started my day, I sprayed a little bit of water again, and I let it be. And yeah, it worked. It completely worked. And it really works well because then you are not wasting your colors, acrylic colors, or any color really. They're expensive, right? So it's kind of hard to see them go waste. And I think this works absolutely wonderful for me. It's a little bit of an issue when I paint on a bigger scale, but since I'm not doing it right now, so I'm quite okay with what is happening with this tiny setup, similar setup, and it works. I am not really into making clouds. More of a tree person, which is very weird. Even while saying it, it sounds so weird, but yes. So I'm going to learn. I really want to learn, and I realize that the only way to learn is to do it, right? You need to paint. You need to paint often, and practice makes improvement. So every time I want to learn something, I know I have to show up. And I think I'm going to just let this dry a bit. This is going to be the sky, and let me go ahead and do the fields, and it looks so lovely. I do want to keep it it doesn't look very straight, does it? I mean, it's okay, it's the horizon. Okay, I'm gonna change the color. This is very exciting for me because I'm really enjoying working on paper, though I've done only one so far on this one. But yes, I will have to say that I like the way the first one turned out, and I'm hoping that I'm going to enjoy this. This will encourage me to get back in my zone, and I will start practicing my acrylics on canvas, and I will be back on track. I still have to be a little bit careful with my health, so I'm not going to push myself too much right now, but I'm getting better. So I have to make the best of it, because it's like you just never know when things happen. So I have to be sort of prepared for that. And I am okay with how things are going on with me right now. I'm going to turn the paper a little bit. So I'm going to keep track of my health, keep that as my priority right now. And yeah, things will work around that right now for me. And I have to, absolutely have to learn to prioritize my health. So I really cannot compromise on that field. So if there are occasions where I will not be able to paint, or you know, I will be struggling a bit, I just need to accept it, and I need to slow down and just find alternate ways to deal with my situation. That's about it. It's never, hopefully it will never come to a situation where I will be completely bedridden or something like that. That's not happening. So I'm hoping it stays like that. And this alternative really helps, because I know I really wanted to do acrylics. So this gives me an opportunity to stick with what I love to do and still not compromise with my health. And that is the reason why I always encourage everyone to experiment as much as you can, because experimenting helps you understand what is happening to you, what are the likes, the dislikes in your art journey, what are the things that you really are, what all stuff are you really interested in learning, what all things you would like to change, and things like that. And you can have so much more fun that way. But you can do that only if you experiment, if you learn to experiment. When you are not well, I've seen this, when you're not well, you really don't feel like experimenting, isn't it? You really don't want to experiment at that point. And knowing your art supplies, knowing your art materials really come handy when you really are not in a mood to experiment, because that time you know what you're doing, you're familiar with your stuff. And that's what makes the whole thing very comfortable for you. So you can rest, you can slow down, and yet you can carry on with your taking care of yourself. And and yeah. And sorry, I just zoned out there. What I was saying is, knowing your art materials really help you in coping with difficult times. And it's a personal experience, so Yeah, it really does. It really does help you, because when you're tired or when you are just simply not managing, that time coming up with something new is hard. I mean, if you can do it, fantastic. That's wonderful. I'm happy for you if you can do that. I can't. I genuinely can't. I need to stay in my comfort zone when I'm not well or things are not going my way. I quickly go back to my comfort zone, and that sort of helps me out a lot, believe me. And I like it that way. I really do like it that way. So I've done this. I wanted a little bit more. I'm looking for something more. I don't know what I'm looking for. I just wanted it to be like fields. I think what it is missing is flower. I'm looking for some bright greens, but that isn't exactly very bright. But um, yeah, experiment, guys. Experiment as much as you can, and life becomes easy. Life becomes so much easy, especially when you are not well and you really want to, you want to do something. You feel like doing something, and those are the times when it really helps staying in your comfort zone. That is the point. You stay in your comfort zone, and you get through those difficult times with ease, or if not ease, depending on your situation, you get through those days. That's what I mean to say. Sometimes it's hard. Most of the time, I guess it's hard, but if you give up, you give up, and that's what we don't want. We don't want to give up, right? We want to keep carrying on. We want to go on, keep going on in life and enjoy. It can be hard, absolutely. And those are the days when I think I overworked the clouds, didn't I think so. But I have to tell myself that this is not watercolor, this is acrylic, and I added way too much of water already. So I will have to be a little careful here. I liked how this thing came out though. A dash of purple. I'm going to keep it simple. If you have been visiting my channel, you know what does simple mean for me. So I'm going to try my best. So I'm really enjoying this, guys. I do hope that this series somehow inspires you as well to pick up your thing, your art, just for you, not to show everyone anything, not to prove anything, not to so I'm going to make teeny tiny dots here. I really want I might have just ruined this painting, if you ask me, but I wanted to do it, so I did it. You need to listen to your heart, even if it means that it is spoiling something out there. It's fine, guys. It's absolutely fine. if it gets spoiled, it gets spoiled. Nothing happens. You actually end up learning more from it. And there is tomorrow. There is tomorrow. You come back tomorrow and do another one. But believe me, every mark that you make on the paper, it is some way or the other helping you. Just trust yourself, believe in yourself, and you are good. So I'm going to make these kind of round flowers. Oh, these are not round by any means, are they? No. Using a wrong brush, but it's okay. That's all I have right now. So I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to try my best. Okay, not bad. I think I did it in 20 minutes. I've reached here till 20 minutes. I will try my best to see if I can keep it till 30. The first one was really long, wasn't it? Okay, let me quickly, should I grab a smaller brush? So I need some sap green. It's really awesome. I actually forgot to mention in my last video that I did not apply gesso on the paper. There is no gesso applied here. It is just, oh, this is taking a lot of time. I don't know why this is not moving. Okay, let me try this brush. Yep, this is better. So what was I saying? Yeah, gesso. I did not apply gesso on the paper, and I'll just see how this works. I think it works. Nothing really is seeping on the other side. The paper is not getting soaked. The color is not getting soaked, so that is a good thing. And this paper is thick, so I think that's why I'm finding it easy to do that. If it's a very thin paper, then I believe applying a gesso first is probably a good idea. But in this one, at least, I see that I do not need that, and it's absolutely working perfectly fine. I really wish to paint on both sides of the paper, so I'll have to try and see how this works. I'm not getting the right angle to film it, and I really love this dagger brush. I mean, just look how beautiful how beautifully the grass blades are getting created. I was about to say something and then I forgot. I really have to practice my clouds. I'm gonna do that. Practice, practice, and practice more. There is no shortcut, guys. If you want to get better at something, you have to show up, you have to practice. There is no other alternative. You have to have fun, and that is the main reason why I say learn to have fun when you are doing your artwork, because If you have fun, that makes you want to come back. The more you come back, the more you show up, the more you paint, well, I think you know what happens. You get better at it. That's about it, right? And that's all we want. So if you want to get better, show up. Show up, make bad art, it's fine. I have a feeling I ruined this one. This was not in my mind. But you know what? I'm going to keep it. And also the washi tape yesterday, in the last video, yesterday, yeah, that was yesterday, my paper did not like the washi tape that I used, and I am sincerely hoping that this one is not going to do anything. This one is I did stick it on my pans so that it doesn't become very, very sticky, because that could have been the issue with the last one. It's kind of strong. That one was quite strong. And this one, on the other hand, is not supposed to be that strong. So I'm hoping that it should be fine. Well, we will see what happens when I do the peel. Okay, this isn't what I had in my mind, but it's not that bad, but not my favorite either. So what do I do? Generally, I see people just giving up and yep, not showing up. Again, I'm not going to do that. I will carry on and I will just find my thing to do. I just wish I could do something with my clouds. A little bit of dark. How do I create the dark? I don't want very black. I just did that anyway. So I'm going to add a little bit of blue, black, a little bit more purpley color. So let's see how this one goes. It's very gray. You have to experiment to see what works for you. Not everything is going to work. I might as well add a little black because the clouds, the reference picture that I have here, and I also have to keep telling myself that I don't need to blend everything. When it comes to acrylics, you don't have to blend everything. And I think since I'm doing it after a very, very long time, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm blending too much, and blending doesn't work. I mean, too much of blending in acrylics doesn't work. Sometimes you just have to let it go. And I think that is what I'm struggling with here. Sort of remembering, the muscle memory. Just trying to get my muscle memory back, like how I used to do. And it's okay. I'm going to learn it. I'm going to give my muscles some time to recall what it had learned. It's been a long time. So for me, 1.5, 2 years is pretty long for not using a medium. Well, this is not bad, is it? A cloudy day, a cloudy morning, a lovely cloudy day. I would love to have some whites showing up from somewhere, maybe here. A little bit of white there. And I think, and when I look at the sky, there are pretty distinct straight clouds. Not everything is blending into each other. And that can be hard. That can be hard if you are not used to it. So when you step out, learn to observe. This is something I'm also learning. So I'm not saying that I am an expert in it yet. I'm also learning to sort of, you know, I'm learning to observe myself. I go out, I step out. When I step out, I am looking at the clouds. I'm looking at how the clouds are forming. And then there are days when I do realize that not everything in the sky is blending into each other. There are sometimes pretty harsh lines, the edges in the clouds, and and that makes me think, oh, why do I always blend then? And I don't have to do that. So it clearly depends on the reference picture that you're using and how much you want to use it as your details. And you don't have to do that. You don't have to blend everything. I love this. Okay, I think I'm done. Did I keep it below half an hour? 31 minutes, not bad. I want to make it, I don't know why, I know this mountain is in a distance. However, I don't think this mountain I want to be very, very far. So I would like to give some yellow shades to it. Yeah, I like this contrast. I love the contrast. So guys, have fun. Don't think about anything. If you are messing up something, let it be. You always have tomorrow. Never forget that. You can come back tomorrow and you can fix your, yeah, you can actually fix your artworks the next day. You don't have to particularly finish it today. I'm just doing it because for me, I'm just taking it as a challenge. I genuinely want to get back into acrylics, and I'm finding this method really pleasing. Challenges means you have to do it every day, and it's just my way of dealing with my situation. That's about it. You don't have to do that. If you really want to do things your way, do it absolutely. Who says no to that? Have fun. That is the most important thing, is that you have fun and enjoy the process. Enjoy the process and learn from it and have incredible amounts of fun and joy out of it. Always remember, you will come back to your art only if you have fun. If you are finding it difficult, then it's going to be difficult for you to come back to it. Did I say that properly? Yeah. No fun, no art. And especially if you're doing it as a hobby. So no fun, no art. Yeah, that's a good sentence. No fun, no art. And it's important that you have fun. So learn to enjoy, learn to have fun, embrace the mistakes that happen. I think this should suffice. I'm not going to do more. Yeah. So I hope you guys had fun watching me see what all mess I'm been creating. Now let's see what happens here. It's as bad as yesterday's one, but no, I guess not as bad, but bad enough that I need to either find another washi tape, or I have to learn to just not make it with the washi tape, so it will be without any edges. Now that's not a bad thing. I need to learn that as well, to accept uh, a different kind of an edge in a painting. I am not used to it because I genuinely love seeing a straight line. No, you know what, this is really spoiling the paper. I'll have to do something, guys. I will try my best to find something by tomorrow. Most likely that's not possible, so I'll have to, we will see, we will see. We will find a way out, right? It's about having fun, and I am having fun. Oh shoot, not having fun with this part though, I have to agree. Well, it is what it is. Not bad. How do you like it? I like it. I really like it. However, I do have to accept that there are certain things in this painting that I did not like. However, it's okay. I'm going to get back to it again some other day and see if I can do a better job. Something that I really love. But currently I do like this work. That's about it. Let's just say I don't love it, but I do like it, and I'm going to show up again tomorrow with a different theme. And I do see I need some practice with the clouds, and I need to do something about it. So if you guys like this video, then please do like, share and subscribe. And until next time, stay happy and stay creative. Bye bye.